Looks like death is not your fate, just yet.
By the time Sekiro Shadows Die Twice hits shelves, there will have been 10 years since the release of Demon's Souls, the game that started it all, giving Hidetaka Miyazaki his first opportunity to direct a game. In that 10 years since Miyazaki was first put in the director's chair and began the advent of the SoulsBorne series, From Software has given birth to 3 completely new intellectual properties, 5 full releases into that series, all while creating 3 entirely new gaming universes from the ground up. To put that into perspective, Bethesda just announced Starfield at E3 2018. It's their first new IP in 25 years. Overwatch was Blizzard's first new IP in 17 years. From Software made 3 completely new, critically acclaimed universes in 6 years' time. Now, as impressive as that is, in that 10-year time span from Demon's Souls to now, From Software's games have never strayed too far from a specific formula. Until now. In Sekiro, stamina bars are gone. Character stats are gone. Character creation is gone. Many of the deeper RPG elements surrounding character builds or character personalization have been removed. It's important to ask yourself then, gone from what? Removed from what? After 10 years of proven formulaic game mechanics creating a normalcy among Souls fans, Sekiro is not a Souls game. It's something completely new. For better or for worse will largely be a personal and subjective debate, but no matter what way you look at it, the first thing you should do when looking at Sekiro is wipe away any pre-existing assumptions about what you've come to expect of From Software. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Sekiro is different from the titles that came before it. Before that though, I want to briefly point out that most of this information here is largely based on the E3 demo of Sekiro, what Miyazaki said during that demo, as well as various reports coming out of the Gaming Expo. It should be noted that everything here is subject to change, or simply might not be the whole truth, so please keep that in mind. Alright, first let's cover what very, very little we know about the story of Sekiro before getting into the meat of the game. As far as the narrative is concerned, at the start of the game, all I can say is that you're tasked with protecting a child emperor. During that duty, your arm gets chopped off, you die, and then you're brought back by a one-armed monk who has given your fixed protagonist a shinobi prosthetic. From this point on, the lone wolf ninja protagonist is then on a quest to find the child emperor, as well as exact revenge on the man who struck him down and severed his arm. Really, that's about it. That's really all we know so far about the story. Beyond that, we know that the director Hidetaka Miyazaki has said that Sekiro will be more of a straightforward narrative than his previous works, but will also hold mystery for those who wish to dig deeper. As of right now, with the information available, there's no equipment or armor to change in Sekiro. Seemingly, the only thing that changes throughout the course of the game is the offhand item attached to your prosthetic arm. In short, the prosthetic arm has different tools with different uses that you'll acquire as you progress through the game. I have no doubt that there's more in the game, but thus far we've only seen 6 shinobi arm attachments: the grapple, shuriken, firecrackers, flame cannon, shield, and the axe. These all have various abilities. The axe can be used to shatter shields. Firecrackers can be used to startle animals. Or the grappling hook can be used to seek higher vantage points while also alter the way you can approach combat. Additionally, all of these gadgets can be used to perform various combos to change combat as well. For example, a shuriken throw followed by a main hand katana swing will cause a fast dash attack. Or a burst of flame with your prosthetic arm followed by a sword swing will cause the blade to ignite with fire for a short time. Supposedly, all these gadgets will have different combos and special attacks that will allow you to approach battle situations in various ways. Now, as far as actual combat is concerned, in an interview with Famitsu, Miyazaki said that stealth is definitely a potential approach. In many situations, you'll be able to listen to your foes before engagement to gain information that could help you in a fight. Or you'll see them long before they're aware of your presence, so you're then able to formulate a tactical attack. Additionally, you can also sneak in bushes, press to walls, hang off cliffs, all to perform instant takedowns on some enemies. Now, with that said though, overall, combat is supposed to emphasize and embody a true sword fight. When swords do cross, combat is more about what Miyazaki called posture. You and your enemy both have posture, and when you parry an enemy's attack, your posture's lowered. The lower your posture gets, the more likely you are to be staggered for a death blow. And this is the same case for the enemy. The more they have to parry, the sooner they'll lose their footing and leave an opening for you to make a finishing kill. More importantly, if you perfectly parry an incoming attack, you will not lose posture, but your enemy will instead. Now, in addition to posture, there's also something called the Kanji Sense. This is a visual cue above the protagonist's head in the form of a Japanese symbol. Much like in an Arkham Batman game, this prompt is a warning of an incoming strong attack. It allows for a window of counter, but if you miss, you will be severely punished. Also, different combos from various gadgets will do more damage to some enemies after specific attacks. So combat is all about using your senses to avoid incoming attacks while parrying, using your shinobi prosthetic combos, and attacking to cause an enemy to lose their posture so you can then attack when an opening presents itself. And you must do all this while attempting to perfect your posture so you're not killed. And speaking of being killed, I don't really want to cover this because from the presentation at E3 to the Famitsu interview, it seems like the death mechanic is still very much under the microscope and still being balanced. But the gist of death in Sekiro is that once you go down, your combatants will walk away as if you're dead, because you are. The thing is, you can choose to come back to life. During this time, you're invisible to your enemies until you attack again. And I'm paraphrasing here, but it's for more than just acting as a try again button. In the Famitsu article, Miyazaki said that this mechanic could be used tactically. You might imagine that you could use this second shadow life to stealth kill a tough enemy while you're invisible, or run past a group of enemies that are blocking your path forward. Without question, it seems like a very interesting mechanic, but Miyazaki definitely made it clear that this will by no means make the game too easy, but he also made it clear that it's definitely still under construction as well. So as far as we know, that's about it. From its combat and progression of an evolving list of gadgets, to the Kanji Sense to warn of incoming attacks and method of exploration, honestly, Sekiro looks a lot less like a Souls-like action RPG, and much more like an Arkham Batman action-adventure game. A much more From Software hardcore take on those similar concepts, which is then thrown into a world inspired by ancient Japan. And now speaking of ancient Japan, Sekiro thematically seems to be about capturing the mysticism of the ninja, capturing the legends of old, such as how cultural tales whispered of supernatural men who could run on water, scale walls bare-handed that were smooth as glass, or vanish into a shadow, with a protagonist who can raise from the dead, hook shot from building to building, all while dueling samurai with a magical prosthetic arm. It's pretty hard to deny the way Sekiro embodies the legend of the ninja. As you collect all these mythic shinobi prosthetic gadgets by progressing through the game, you become more and more like the essence of the ninja legend From Software is attempting to embody. In the end though, with the lack of stamina management in combat, no gear to outfit and therefore influence your character, by strictly being single player, and with the absence of stats to customize your protagonist, Sekiro is very different than the From Software titles of the past decade. And as a longtime From Software fan, I have to say, it's about time. I'm ready for something new. Alright guys, that's about it from me. Let me know what you think of Sekiro so far in the comment section below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. It goes a long way with the success and searchability of videos. It helped me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. I also don't upload constantly, so don't be afraid to hit the bell button to be notified of new videos. I promise I won't flood your inbox. Alright guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.